Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special edition of Eternal X Wolfpack Paranormal Podcast. And tonight we'll be discussing an event coming up at Broadhead Manor. And I have a special guest as well tonight that will be talking about this. And we'll bring her on, Miss Jamie Lynn Keller. Hello, Jamie.
Hello. Long time no see, Sean. Hello to everybody else.
Yeah, it's just been a few days I've seen you.
Yeah,
So,
at the infamous Broadhead Manor.
yeah, I had a good time there. That was fun. Got
Wasn't
to
it a
see
lot of fun?
all you guys again. Met some new people, and that was really cool. I
Yeah.
liked it.
Well, first let's talk about Broadhead Manor then.
Alrighty,
Because obviously you've been there, you've investigated there. What do you think of it?
I actually like that place. There is a lot of activity that goes on in there. You can find it in several locations of the building. We've had REM pods go off. We've had cat balls go off. We've heard voices on EVPs. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a pretty incredible building. Even yesterday, I snuck away for just 15 minutes with the ladies from Ashmore Estates, and we went down to the boiler room. And they brought their tripwire and one of their EMF readers, and they were shocked at the little bit of activity that they received in just 15 minutes. So yeah,
By, ch-
they're definitely coming back.
by chance, did they see the janitor like I did walk up the staircase and go to the right?
Nope, but they heard him up to the left knocking around.
Yeah,
So
because
that was pretty cool for them.
like I said, the first time when I was there, and Bill was giving us a tour of the place, and I seen a guy walk up those steps, and he went to the right, next down there by the boiler room area, and the dog followed him right up and around the corner. And I'm looking around at
Yeah.
everybody. It's like, why is everybody standing here? So I walked up the steps and went to the right. The dog was sitting there. The guy was gone, and the doors were locked.
Oh, see, I wasn't even okay. I was talking about you were sitting actually by the boilers, right? Because we were up on that level, the next level.
Mm-hmm.
So you go up the stairs and then you go up the other stairs. We were on that middle level, and they heard it up to the left.
Okay, so the boiler room's to the left, the door there, and then you go up that little stair step there, and then there's a room to the left, and then if you go to the right, it's like two doors blocked off there. Hello, Miss Annie Waters. But
Hi,
yeah,
Annie, love you. Yeah. Well, they had their tripwire going off, and yeah, it was pretty cool. And I had 2 weeks ago. We were sitting there, and all of a sudden we heard a big bang, like a steel door shutting, like slamming shut, and then all of a
mm-hmm.
sudden the 360 sensor began going off, all within like 2 seconds. So yeah, it's an active building, and not just for investigations, but obviously you've seen for events as well.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Hopefully, we can get some merch by the next time that happens, and we'll be up there with you guys.
I hope so, because it wasn't as busy this year as it was last year, and we're attributing some of that to the weather, but still, it was a hit. A
It
lot of
was.
people had a lot of fun.
It was. I actually enjoyed it. I mean, like I said, I seen all you guys again that I'm friends with, and sat around and talked with you guys, and met some new ones, met some book authors, and they signed my book, and met some new people there as well, and the new teams, and we're going to be doing some collaborations with them as well. And I think one of the team, July 20th, I think I'm going to go up in September. I think that's when I'm coming up with is in the September crew.
Yep.
But otherwise, I mean, if you guys got something going up there, I might make a pop up there like I did last weekend. So,
Oh, well, you got to come July 20th.
well,
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely make an appearance. I think everybody was
Wonderful.
kind of shocked. I think everybody's kind of shocked when I show up, but I think the only one knew it was coming was you because I texted you the night before.
I was one of the lucky ones.
Because I walked to the door, and I come down the stairs, and all of a sudden, Eternal Paranormal was sitting there, and they were just having to talking about me. It's like, man, we should have told Sean about this. And all of a sudden, they turn around, and I'm standing right there, and I was like, my ears must have been burning, guys.
Surprise, we're here.
But yeah.
Well, and even if you don't know anybody there and you just want to network, it's an incredible atmosphere to network because there are so many people with so many common interests.
Yeah, most definitely. I do agree with that. I really enjoyed going there, and I will definitely be coming back to that event next year as well. But I think it's going to be called something different.
Spirits in the Paranormal, not Spirits in the Spring.
But yeah, I definitely will be coming up there. And like I said, if you happen to go up there, and who knows, I might make my presence known then again.
Well, I'm there all the time. I feel like
it's not too far. It's only about an hour or 2 hours and 15 minutes from me. So,
and I'm an hour and a half, so it's not that bad. But it's my little home away from home.
I know one of
so yeah, let's start talking about this Moonbow event that we're having.
All righty.
So I'm going to start rattling your ears off. So if you have any questions, just shoot and start asking. Same thing with anybody in the chat here, because you're more than welcome to. Christina Bloom, if you haven't met her, please try to make a special effort to follow her on Facebook. And I'm also going to hop into the chat here for her Facebook page, so y'all can follow her there. So give me a second, because she is the one that is actually hosting this event. So I popped in the chat there for those of you. And this event is being held on July 20th, and it's running from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It is called the Moonbow Metaphysical Summer Expo. It is $5 to enter, and there will be a gallery reading, which is a separate fee of $25. And that gallery reading will be done by Christina Bloom. And then kids 12 and under will be getting in for free. There's going to be psychics, mediums, tarot card readers, healers, vendors of all sorts, from crystals to, oh goodness, metaphysical, tarot cards, reflexology, occult merchandise, t-shirt. Nate and Kate Company is going to be there making their custom mugs again. Shaka Records, I believe Aurora readings. Sound healer Belinda Ladd's going to be there. There's going to be a craft table by Lee Warner, and she is going to be supporting the veterans. So anything that she raises is going to be going to the veterans. So that's exciting. Yeah. And then, like I said, again, there's going to be that gallery reading, and that Christine is going to be doing. And there's going to be.
Annie asked, there is crystals?
Yep, that's the first thing I said. That's why she said crystals! Exclamation point, exclamation point. She loves her crystals.
I like crystals as well. I'm pretty big on them.
My granddaughter, I've been buying them, and she's been collecting them. She's got a couple little boxes full, and we make a little chart of what it is and what it can be used for and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty neat.
Yeah, paranormal party.
No, she's not going to be there. Why would she doesn't want to go? Yes, the one and only Jamie Lynn from Paranormal Party will be in attendance, but she might be hard to catch. Ask Sean.
Yeah, you were quite busy there.
She's always on the go, here, there, everywhere. She's known as the pizza bitch.
You were running quite often there, but we still all had a
Yeah.
good time. Like I said, I sat with you for a while. We got to chit chat and stuff. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it was a good time. It was a good time. So I'm going to start up in regards to Christina Bloom. I mentioned her website there, but I want people to recognize who she is and what she does. She's internationally known. She is a spiritual advisor. She offers a lot of different services, including channeling, psychic gallery readings, past life exploration. She offers classes and workshops. She does the workshops in regards to the chakra records. And I'm just going to read a few of them because there's like 20 different things that she does. Yes, Annie, pizza. Sorry, had to. She used to
actually,
make pizza. She worked at
actually,
a pizza shop as a manager, so she's like, not the pizza,
actually, the pizza you guys were getting was pretty good. It wasn't too bad.
wasn't it though? But then she offers workshops in regards to soul retrieval, tarot card basics, aura readings, elementals and elemental magic, shamanic journeys, universal laws and manifestation. So she's an author of a few books, one of them being The Intuitive You, and the other one being Wisdom for the Age of Ascension.
Hello, Alicia
And
from Eternal Paranormal.
Alicia. And I believe both books you can get on Amazon. Otherwise, you can get them off of her website. And she also on her website has meditation downloads for free. She's also on a couple of different podcasts. One with a gentleman from overseas, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Glenn something or other. And then she's on Red Road Paranormal with Bobby Resnick, and then she's got Breakfast with Bobby also. So she's got 3 different podcasts going on. Oh yeah, Annie should love to talk to you about the elementals.
I have to agree with Annie on that. I'd like to talk to her about that as well.
And that's cool too because of the elementals at Broadhead.
That's exactly
this
right.
past weekend, one of them made Diana from Shadowhunters sick, very sick. Well, not just sick, but angry sick.
Right. Well, I mean, you've got to be prepared when you're around them. I mean, me, I guess I'm fortunate. I've got markings of elementals, so it doesn't really bother me. And I've been through my Menaki rites as well, which has kept me well grounded. I mean, I'll start feeling it a little bit, but it's not as bad as everybody else gets it. So it's always good to be grounded and prepared. So,
hi, Susan.
yes,
well, it's not the
Susan.
first time that the elementals got somebody either.
Yeah.
It got Kara. Well, just because she mentioned it to me over the weekend, I got to Kara last November as well. And Bill had to actually make her walk across the street to ground herself and whatnot, and then come back. So yeah, if you're not careful, they'll get you.
When I was on my former team, I had a Reiki master as my mentor, and she gave me my Menaki rights, which is the rights to be grounded with everything around you and energy and etc. It helps me ground. It keeps me balanced. It'll also allow me to turn negative energy into positive energy. So it doesn't bother me like it does some other people, because some people do walk in the room. They do get sick. They do get lightheaded. Their equilibrium comes out of balance a little bit. And yes, it will affect people really well. But I would like to actually, I've ran into a couple of elementals before, but I'd actually like to sit and meditate around one and see what happens. That's what I'd like to do, because I know they would teach if you are around them, because I've had some of my guides teach me a lot of things. So
nice. Well, and that's just, I mean, and even though you're per se as protected as you are, I mean, there's still always that chance. You're never 100%
Always.
guaranteed,
Always.
so in those regards, you should never investigate alone.
True. I definitely would
You know,
agree with that.
you should typically always have somebody along with you.
I definitely do agree with that. But yeah, they're the 9 rights of the Menaki, and it does definitely help you out in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah, I'd have to say
And
I agree with that.
um, actually, you got to have all 9 rights bestowed upon you before you can pass them to the next person. So,
But okay, you say that you've had that done, okay,
yeah.
right?
Hmm.
But how can you be guaranteed that you can trust that the person that did that for you did it appropriately?
Well, I know mine works pretty effective, and I did trust my mentor at the time. Like I said, she was a Reiki master, and she taught me a lot of cool stuff, and it's helped me in the paranormal field a lot.
Which is
So,
wonderful, but it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to find those that you trust.
oh, most definitely, because
With basically with your life.
here we go,
There's
Christina L.
Christina.
Bloom.
There she is. I was just telling everybody about you.
If you'd like to send her a link,
Um,
she can come in.
she was, and I told her she was welcome to come, but she was doing a reading also for somebody, so she might be in the middle of that right now because she had an appointment.
She says, "Let me
Oh,
in."
let me in, let me in. Okay, I'll go ahead and send her the link real quick.
All righty. We'll be having Miss Christina L. Bloom on here in a few seconds. She said her reading is done.
Yay! All right, I sent it to her.
All right. When she pops up here, we'll bring her on.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful.
But yeah,
You guys gotta make sure you let her know that I was talking her up.
you definitely was.
Okay.
I will
Because I
vouch.
told her, I'm gonna highlight you.
You did. And now we'll actually have her on here as well. So here she is.
Did you get a chance to meet? Did you get a chance to meet her Saturday? Hi, love.
I might have briefly talked with her a little bit. I met quite a few people there. It's kind of hard to remember some of the new ones I met.
Right.
So,
well, Christina, if you didn't meet Sean, wait, there's Sean, Christina, Sean.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry. We just moved this weekend. I'm still putting my office together, so please just ignore the mess behind me.
Hi, Johnny. Am I talking loud enough for you? He always says I talk too quiet. So, Christina, I just got done doing the quick run over on what's going to be happening during the actual Metaphysical Expo, along with the vendor list of what kind of offerings they're going to have. And then I highlighted you, gave everybody your webpage and told everybody what you were about and told them that you got a couple of books. Annie, to answer your questions, that would
Christina.
be July 20th when you come up.
We actually lost her here. Maybe she'll pop back in here in a sec. I don't know. I'm not getting any feedback on my end, and I don't hear anything from Jamie's end. So here she is. She's back.
Okay.
There she is.
Yeah, I had to close Facebook. I was hearing it on Facebook and hearing it on StreamYard. That's why I had to.
Yeah. It definitely sounds like you're going to have an amazing event coming up.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm excited about it. It started out as just a psychic fair, and then Jamie Lynn came up with this great idea to add in a paranormal investigation. So, yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah. Johnny, the topic is at the bottom of the screen floating here, and Miss Christina L. Bloom is going to be hosting that show or that event at Broadhead Manor that day. So that's what we are talking about.
Yep.
So that means, Johnny, you have to come up with all of your friends from Texas to attend the event.
Say hi.
Bye,
Yeah, thanks
Annie.
for stopping by, Annie. Look forward to
Bye.
having you on the show too. But yeah. So would you like to talk about elementals for a little bit? Since Jamie said you know quite a bit about that.
Yeah, there are 2 elementals at Broadhead Manor. I've met both of them. I've worked with both of them, working on different events there, and they are very protective of the space. They are very protective. They won't let anybody in who is going to in any way be harmful to anybody in the building, living or not living. They are very protective. They're protective of the spirits. They're protective of the people there. And they don't mess around. They do not mess around. If there's a problem, they take care of it right away. I mean, there are people who I've heard, I've not seen personally, like walk into the building and just go, "Oh, I don't like it here," and leave. And that's because the elementals are protecting the building.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
and Christina, I was just telling Sean that Diana from the Shadow Hunters, she got extremely, well, I can't say sick, but she got very, very angry, and she needed to be removed and stuff this past Saturday.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder what happened there.
Well, they all said it was one of the elementals, so somebody must have done something.
Well, I definitely felt their presence there because every time I've walked in, I felt them there. And like I said, they don't seem to affect me like they do other people, but I would definitely like to have a sit down and have a meditation session right there with one of them. And
yeah, I have. Johnny asked if we brought in, did you bring an offering to the elementals? The first time I did. Yeah, the first time when I went to speak with them, I did bring an offering. I brought an offering of tobacco because I assumed that it was Native American spirits. But when you're bringing an offering, it's really more about the spirit in which you bring it than what the offering actually is.
Exactly. Well, and even for me, every time even before I get to the building or when I'm going to the building, I always immediately let them know that I come in peace with no harm or foul, that I understand that this is their establishment. This is their property. It's not mine. And I ask them to welcome me, and I've never had a problem.
Yeah, I never have either.
Hi, Raymond.
Now that my son spends a lot of time there, he was there this weekend, at least on Saturday. He was there.
Was he?
Yeah, he was loving it.
And I didn't get to talk to you that much, so I was like, oh.
Yeah. But yeah, he was there. He was enjoying it.
Good. That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Because we all know how much he loves that place.
Yeah, it was really
That's
cool.
wonderful. That's wonderful.
I may have to make a trip up there for this event.
I think that's a good idea.
And you can bring all your friends.
Yes.
I might be able to bring a few of my teammates this time too.
Good.
Great.
So, Christina, what would you like to add in regards to the expo itself?
Well, what I would like to add is that if everybody who said that they're going to be vendors are vendors, we're going to have somewhere between 45 and 50 vendors. We will have everything from psychics and mediums and healers to crystal vendors and I don't know, t-shirts and all kinds of stuff. So, there's going to be a lot of people who are sharing. Some of them are like handmade things. Some of them are, one of them that's coming is Jen Lynn Nelson. And oh, she's going to be mad at me because I can't remember the name of her business. But she works with copper and resins and crystals. And she makes these amazing like pyramids that just radiate energy. They're just unbelievable. Yeah. Big copper rings. I think there's copper ring sets that come in different sizes. Wow. She's one of the highest energy people I've ever met. She's just amazing.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to introduce me.
You won't miss this one. she stands out in a crowd. Yeah. I mean, her stuff really stands out in a crowd, but so does she. There's a lot of people who are really excited about coming and sharing their talents. We have some sound healers. We have someone who does reflexology. So if you want to get your toes worked on, she's there. She's going to be there for that. We have, just a lot of people. We have, again, psychics and mediums and tarot readers, and just a really wide variety of people that are going to be there, vendors that are just going to be amazing. The temps in Wisconsin this time of year, that's, oh boy. Usually July is hot. Usually July is hot and muggy, but who knows what the weather's doing these days. So yeah.
So come in shorts and a tank top.
With a sweatshirt too. Just in case
and long johns, just in case.
I didn't think it was that bad there last weekend. I thought it was actually pretty nice.
It was pretty nice. It was pretty comfortable.
Yeah. I remember talking June 1st.
Yeah.
Not July 20th.
July 20th. Yeah, July 20th is probably going to be warmer. But I remember seeing you there, Sean, but I don't think we met.
Well, if I come up on the 20th, we'll have to have a little talk.
Absolutely.
Because sounds like me and you got a lot of things in common.
So, yeah, I think we do.
What is
it's pretty awesome.
South, it was nearly 100. I think it was 88 here in Illinois today. So
today it was about 70, 75 in southern Wisconsin.
And rainy.
But I have been to Broadhead Manor, and it has been cold there before.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's cold, it's cold.
The event is 1 day plus 1 night, right? So it's the event, the psychic fair part of it is from 10 to 5. And what time do the investigations start?
We haven't even talked about the investigation yet, but the investigation starts at 7 p.m. and runs until midnight.
Yeah.
And Sam is going to be leading one of the groups during the investigation. And Sam Beltrusis will also be at a vendor table during the expo as well. So people will be able to meet him there as well.
Yeah.
We haven't even talked about Sam yet.
So wow.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten there.
Jamie Lynn was talking a lot about you, so.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, I love you.
I love you too.
She was setting the stage for the event for you.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, she called me up out of the blue a few weeks ago and she said, Sean, help me out. Can you do a show with this? And I said, heck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm like, Sean, I want to come on and at least promote the show before it actually gets here, or the event. And he's like, okay. Yeah,
no problem.
And then here I am after a busy weekend, thinking it was my day to sleep away. And nope, the granddaughter ended up being here at the crack of dawn because they had some problems at home. And mom and the boyfriend had to leave right away. So they brought her over. And then I'm like, oh, the podcast is tonight, not Tuesday.
I I actually thought I scheduled it on Wednesday night, and I'm like, oh no, I booked another one on Wednesday, and I got shaman class on Wednesday nights. I'm like, and then I was like, no, it's Monday. I'm good.
Johnny is asking, did you do and you did this event last year? I did not do this event last year. I did one in New York, in upstate New York, but I didn't do one here last year. So it's not my first Moonbow event. Moonbow is actually the name of my publication and productions company. And we did one in New York, but we've not done one here yet. This will be our first one here.
Yeah, it definitely sounds interesting. And like I said, even with the elementals and, all the readers and the tarot cards and stuff, it's definitely going to be an interesting day or an event as well.
Yeah, we have some very talented people coming. Some very talented people. People I've been working with for years who are coming to this event. It's going to be great.
Well, and even a couple of the people that were at the event this last weekend reached out and want to attend this event as a vendor as well.
Right. So that means we're going to have a massage therapist, I think.
Yeah, she does some massage stuff, and then she does wand stuff, and
So
in fact, she sent me a friend request as we're doing this podcast. I was like, oh, I remember that name. That's from the weekend.
Johnny also asked if there's going to be equipment available. I don't have any equipment. I am leading one of the groups. I am leading one of the investigations, but I don't have any equipment because I only use me as my equipment.
Yeah, we'll have equipment, our personal equipment that we'll be using during the investigations. There's not going to be equipment for sale that I'm aware of, no. Other than crystals and things like that. Wands.
Yeah, I'm not aware of anyone selling paranormal investigation equipment either, but you know what? It's still 7 weeks away. Who knows?
Exactly.
We might have somebody step up and say that they want to sell that stuff. So
you never can tell. So then let's go ahead and talk about the investigation while we sort of were on that path. When it comes to the investigation, like I said, it's going to be from 7 p.m. to midnight. And the cost for that is $60 or $55 for vendors. And that will also include the ticket price to the actual expo itself. So you're welcome to come all day long. So there will be a break in between from 5 to 7, and you're more than welcome to stay at the school if you would like to, but you will be confined to just the cafeteria. I'm sorry, the gymnasium hanging out down there while the vendors are doing tear down, or you can choose to go get your supper, take a break, go sit at the park, whatever you would like to.
Yeah.
They really do have some nice restaurants up there too.
They do. Yeah.
We're asking that you either reach out to myself or Kat Armstrong in regards to getting tickets for the investigation, because these are a prepaid ticket. So if there are tickets left, you would be able to get them at the door, but it is a first come, first serve. So reach myself and I'll put my link in the chat, and I'll put Kat's Facebook page in the chat as well. If you would like to get tickets for that event, and we'll get you squared away for that. What's going to happen is, depending on the amount of people that are going to be attending for the investigation, we're going to be breaking up to individual groups. And each group is going to be at one of 5 or 6 different locations in the building. Christina will be at one location, per se, the boiler room. Sam will be in the music room. Paranormal Exposures is going to be leading a group. They'll be, up on the 3rd floor in the beam room. So on and so forth. We're going to be having Spire leading a group. We're going to have Larry Eisler leading a group. He was with Expedition Entity, and now he's on his own, but he's very familiar with the building. He'll be leading a group. And yeah, I think that's all we have leading groups right now. We have more people that are willing to if we need more, but I think we're going to cap it off at 5 or 6 different groups. And what's going to happen is the groups are going to rotate to each one of these different areas in the building. So we, as the group leads, investigators, will stay put, but then our attendees will be able to at least investigate 5 different areas throughout the building. So does that answer any questions that you might have, Christina?
No. Yeah, it does. Sorry, no more questions about that. Yeah. Am I going to be stuck in the boiler room all night? That guy doesn't like me.
I was just saying, per se, we can put you in the music room. We might switch halfway through.
Yeah.
Just so we don't all have to be in the same place all at once.
Yeah.
Depending. Now, me, I don't mind staying in the same place all night long, but I'll go wherever, whenever.
Well, it's just like I was telling Jamie before you came on, Christina, that I actually seen a guy walk up the stairs next to the boiler room, the steps there to the right of it, walk up the steps and go to the right. Well, a dog followed him up and went to the right too. And I'm kind of wondering, like, everybody's standing around because Bill was given a tour of where to go and where not to go that night. And so I walked up the steps and I took a right. The dog was sitting right there and both those doors were locked. There was nobody there. And Bill said it was the janitor.
Probably.
Yeah, odds are. There we go. Oh, the most active area? Oh, you pick it, Johnny. Oh, depends on the night.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
I've had nights where the second floor hallway was the busiest, or a night where the music room was the busiest, or the boiler room. It really depends. Or there's nights where it's like equal. You go in the gymnasium and you're like, whoa, and then you go in the boiler room, you're like, whoa. It really depends on the night and the energy of the people that you're with.
Most definitely.
There was one investigation I did there that the second floor bathroom was the most active area I was in the whole night. So you never know.
No, you don't. Somebody had it up on the 3rd floor in the bathroom.
Yeah, you just never know.
Yeah, no? we got a lot of voices when me and one of my teammates was there, and Bill verified some of the names that we got is some of the ones he comes up with quite often as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. I haven't highlighted Sam Beltrusis, so I would like to go ahead and do that because some people aren't familiar with who he is. Okay. He's also a medium, but he's been on the Travel Channel on a lot of different series, from A Haunting, The Most Terrified, The Most Terrifying with Jason Hawes, Haunted Towns, Haunted USA, Shock Docs, The Curse of Lizzie Borden, and The House in Between Two, Paranormal Night Shift, Forbidden History, and Jack Osborne's and the Ghost Brothers, The Fright Club. He is also an author. He has more than a dozen books that are available to people. His most famous books right now are going to be The Mass Murders and Fueled by Fear. He has, and Related to Evil. He also has a new book coming out called The Ghosts of Sleepy Hollow. And he also leads courses and classes called the Spirit Squad. And he also does a Paracon that's in October. That's, I believe, 4th, 5th, 6th, or 5th, 6th, and 7th, one of the two. And that's called Mass Paracon. So that's a really big one out east that a lot of people like to attend. He is also a distant relative to Lizzie Borden. A lot of people don't know that. So that's why he, one of the reasons he was asked to do the shock docs, because he knows a lot of that history.
Interesting.
So yeah, we're honored to have him at Broadhead Manor. Granted, we're honored to have anybody walk in the building, whether you're on TV or not, because Bill treats everybody as an equal,
He
which
does.
is very important
Yep,
in this
does. I
field.
agree.
Bill is amazing.
He's
Bill
a
is
great
I
guy.
can't say enough wonderful things about that man.
Same here.
Ron too. Ron too.
Hey, Kat.
Hello,
And
Kat.
there's
Kat is
Kat.
going to be joining us that day too. Yeah.
Kat, I was just telling everybody that they can reach out to you in regards to the tickets for the investigation that evening of July 20th. Only you, not me.
I forgot to mention, at the psychic fair, I'm not sure exactly what time, 1 or 2 p.m., I will be doing a gallery reading on the second floor.
I mentioned it for you.
Awesome. Thank you.
I didn't mention the time, but I said that you were
I
doing a
don't
gallery
know
reading.
what the time is going to be. It'll be sometime in early afternoon.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, he likes true crime, Johnny. So yeah,
See you again, Kat.
can't get enough of my cat.
Nope.
I was about ready to say that myself.
Too funny.
Yeah.
So I think we've covered everything. I mean, I don't know if you want to stick around and chat a little bit longer, but oh no, sorry, Kat. If you want to stick around and chat a little bit longer, or if we want to wrap.
Well, I
this
just
up,
wanted
or-
to address a question that Johnny had, and it's what could you expect to experience there? I almost don't even want to answer that question because I don't want to set anyone up thinking that they're going to experience just like this 1 or 2 or 3 things. Hey, Derek. Because I don't think that that's fair to anyone who's investigating. I think that it's really, it's more fun just to go and find out what you find out and not set yourself up looking for something specific.
I definitely agree.
Well, and not only that, but sometimes when you don't know what to expect and you experience something, and it's something that nobody else has experienced before, if you start doing history, looking into the history of it, you can find out whether it's factual or not.
Right.
That's how some certain things were figured out about the building.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kat is absolutely right. The experiences are different every single time.
Yeah, I've never had the same thing twice.
Me either.
I agree. I will agree.
And you've been there more than I have, but I've been there, I don't know, maybe a handful of times, and every time it's different. But I always feel welcome there, and I always feel comfortable there. And the experiences that I have are very real there. They're very, the spirits are talkative. That's as far as I'll go.
Very talkative.
Yes.
Yeah, the 2 times that I've been there, like I said, I feel welcome there. The experiences I've had there has been great, and every time I go there, you experience a little something different.
It's not me, Johnny. And Kat, you're going to have to tell me about that. I would like to know.
I would like to know that too. I definitely would like to know that too.
Oh yeah.
Why is the barking coming across the closed captions?
Like I said, it's not me.
That's Guardian. He's barking out the back door. That's my great Burmese. He likes to speak once in a while, and sometimes I try to mute him before he does it and can't beat him.
Yeah. And please keep in mind we are talking about the paranormal here and things like that. But I mean, the whole expo itself isn't, a paranormal expo. I mean, this is a metaphysical expo.
It's a metaphysical fair. So spiritual wellness, that's what the vendors are for the most part. It looks like there's going to be a couple of paranormal vendors, but it's not going to be like going to a Paracon. It's going to be like going to a psychic fair during the day. Yeah.
And yeah, the two go hand in hand. I mean, everybody knows if they watch the big shows and whatnot that, mediums and psychics are always brought into the, the investigations, And that's what's nice about having, a friend like Christina or a friend like Sean, people that
Yes.
feel things because, I mean, I shut myself off to a lot of it, but I mean, I feel things,
Mm-hmm.
but I like,
Yeah.
I put it on the back burner and I want to
Right.
see the scientific aspect of it for myself
Right.
and want to hear it from everybody else.
But what we're also bringing in with the metaphysical fair is the wellness aspect, because we do have people who are coming in who are doing energy healing like Reiki, running bars, access bars, reflexology. If anybody likes to do, if there are any massage therapists in the area who would like to come in and do chair massage, we would all really welcome that. So just throwing that out there. We don't have a massage therapist yet. So, if you have someone who does massage,
Hi,
yeah.
haunting angels.
See,
Oh, I'm just reading cats.
I was reading Cats too.
Cat's
Yeah.
got a lot of stuff on her table.
She's got a lot of cool stuff. Yeah. That lady at Sits. What is,
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Yeah, I don't either. I definitely want Kat to make me a custom scrying mirror, though. One of these times
Yeah.
when we get to talking.
Now all you need is a smooth jazz band. Ugh.
Uh, uh, no.
No,
Yes, but no. You should see the stage that they've got and the music that's played. We got our own personal DJ.
yeah. And I tend not to have musicians during fairs because people are trying to hear each other and the music tends to run over that and make readings difficult. So I don't have music. Oh, Spirits in the Spring, one lady was doing massage. Yeah, we've already talked about her. I'm going to contact her tomorrow. Well, Wednesday. Tomorrow's a
Yeah,
grand.
they had an introduction and yeah, they
Mhm.
exchanged. So yeah.
Yep. So
And
looking forward to
it's the only time I think music is going to be played during the day is going to be in the evening from 5 to 7, and
yeah.
that's because the spirits at Broadhead do like that music, and it
Yeah.
energizes the building. So we like to do that before the investigations.
Hey, Darren.
Hey, Darren.
And I agree, Kat. The energy was really good. She's her energy was amazing. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I'm looking forward to doing that. Again, I don't tend to have music playing at psychic fairs because there are rooms full of psychics trying to hear each other, trying to hear their clients, and the clients trying to hear them. So we just try not to have a lot of music over that. So
Yeah, I had to step out a few times during Spirits of the Spring just because of that noise, and you get overstimulated, and it's just, to get that silence a little bit. So yeah,
yeah.
no, I totally agree with you. In fact, I asked Bill right away if you were going to be in one of the back rooms. I'm like, because last year she stepped outside, I believe, to do a reading once.
I did.
What
It was too
was it?
loud.
You?
It was too loud in there. Yeah. I
Yeah.
literally stepped outside, and this time I actually went upstairs to the second floor and did a reading with someone because we couldn't hear each other. So
Oh, good for you.
yeah.
Good for you. And it's crazy with the way that that music is so loud in the gym. Once you hit that second floor, it's almost silent.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hear anything that's going on downstairs if the doors are shut.
Right. Well, that's the way schools were built, right?
Yeah. Yeah. This is true.
Yeah, that's true. I'm really excited about this event. I've only done one event that I did, and that was not really open to the public. So, but this event is open to the public, and I am inviting everyone who wants to trek their way up to Broadhead, Wisconsin to join us for that. It's going to be an amazing fair.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah. I'm super excited about it. I know I don't sound excited, but I'm exhausted. So
Yeah, you had a busy weekend. I had a busy weekend. So,
Yep.
Most definitely.
thank you, Derek.
Darren, it's July 20th.
Starts at 10 a.m., runs till 5. The investigation's from 7 p.m. to midnight.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you could all do us a favor, please share out any information that we share to you, because we want this to be a great event, not just for Christina, but for Broadhead Manor as well,
Yes.
and all of the vendors that will be there. Because, if just that one person walks past their table and ends up utilizing their services, that's one more client that they have that they didn't have, the day before. And the
Right.
word of mouth travels. So please, please help us share this event out.
Yeah. And most of the vendors are in Wisconsin and Northern Illinois. So they're all fairly local. And those that aren't local do work online. So that's good too. So when you're looking for healers or psychics or even vendors who have specialty items that you might want, they're all fairly local.
Bye, Johnny. Thank you.
Hi, Johnny. Thank you. Yes, there is a link to the event. I gotta look it up though.
Hang on.
I'll
here.
share it right now.
Yeah, it's Moonvo Metaphysical Summer Expo.
I just shared it.
Okay.
Okay.
I will add it.
I was on it. I shared your page. I shared your website along with Sam's page and Sam's website. And then there's
Excellent.
the link. So
Yeah, I'm actually showing up as my podcast, one of my 2 podcasts, which is Red Road Paranormal. I must have been signed into my YouTube because
I don't know.
yeah.
You're showing up as Christine on my side, so.
But in the chat,
I don't
chat,
see you
you're showing
chatting.
up as Red Road
Yeah.
Paranormal.
Red Road Paranormal. Yep.
Yep.
Too funny.
I know,
But I
right?
mentioned, yep. What is your? You have that website with that gentleman by the name of Glenn. When does that air, and what is the name of that one?
Oh, that is From Beyond. It is a radio show. It's an online radio show. It's called From Beyond with Glenn Bottis. So I'll put that in the chat. And that actually released this morning. So
Okay. Yeah, I mentioned it, but I couldn't remember the name of it, and I just knew that his name was Glenn. So I'm like, oh, she's gonna be upset that I didn't remember that one.
and as long as we're at it, I'll put in my other podcast.
Go for it.
The Breakfast with Bobby. Yeah,
Breakfast
I mentioned
with
that one.
Bobby.
Yeah.
And that released this morning as well.
She's a busy gal, very busy. And Red Road releases Wednesday or Thursday nights?
Thursday evenings at 4:00.
Yeah.
So catch Christina on Thursday evenings.
Yep. It releases it. It's all of these are pre-recorded. So you can just go to YouTube and find any one of those 3. So
Very informational. She's had a lot of really cool people on the shows and discussed a lot of interesting topics on all of the podcasts, radio shows.
yeah, we have a lot of interesting topics. I love Breakfast with Bobby because I love the story behind it too. My friend Bobby and I used to, well, we still do, but about once a month go out to breakfast, which is where the name came from. We would meet for breakfast and chat and have these in-depth conversations. And at some point last year, I just said, we should really turn this into a podcast. And it took her a while, but she finally got on board with it. So now it's the same thing. It's like we're coffee clutching online. You never know what we're going to talk about. But it's always interesting.
Those are the
That's
fun
like
shows.
me and Kat. You never know what we're gonna start talking about or what we're gonna do in 2 seconds.
Right?
Uh,
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot
It
of fun.
is.
We're recording with Marcus Castnet. She's out of Sedona, I believe, And he's a healer and a teacher and a psychic. And we've had him on before, but we're going to have him on again. We're going to record this week and release it next Monday.
Oh, how exciting. How
Yeah.
exciting. Don't blame me. You're the bad influence, Kat.
Oh, I think that's a 50-50.
I've roomed with both of you guys. Yeah, I'll take the blame for this one. I'm a bad influence.
50-50.
Uh-huh.
I can be a bad influence too.
That's one of my fondest memories of you, Christina, is I don't even remember what it was right now, but you sitting in the corner of my dinette in my camper, laughing so hard for so long that you were crying.
Yeah. Literally tears rolling out of my eyes. I don't even remember what was so funny at this point, but
I don't know, but it was wonderful. It was wonderful. That's one of my fondest memories of you. It's what I hear is it's Sean, not us. Yes, it's Sean.
She just threw you under the bus, Sean.
And it's like way over Sean's head. Look at he's not even responding. He's like, I don't know what to do with that one.
Actually, I just sent Kat a link. So if she wanted to join, I sent her a link.
Oh.
Well, I was just about to wrap this up because we're hitting an hour and I got to get my granddaughter in the bathtub.
I just thought it'd be fun.
Can't come in from her phone.
Yeah,
I have to actually wrap this up too because I have grandbaby duties as well. So, but thank you for letting me hop on and talk about this event coming up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christina.
We'll definitely have to have you a guest on the show. And
I'd love it.
And bring Jamie Lynn on and we'll have a conversation about some stuff. And especially if, July 20th at this event and I come up there and then we have something really cool to talk about with that and everything going on.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Love you too, Kat.
Love you. So alrighty, let's close this up. Sean, thank you very much for having me on to promote this.
Thank you, Sean.
Like I said, share. Thank you to everybody in the chat that tuned in now or later, because this will be kept up. And we hope to see everybody there because it's going to be a great time.
It sounds like it's going to be an amazing event. And maybe I'll wound up. Get it. I'm tongue-tied. Gather up a couple people and we'll come up there for the weekend too.
Yeah, let me know if you want a booth. I'll save room for you.
I don't have any stuff right now. I don't have my merchandise done yet. It's in prototype stage.
Okay.
We're waiting for it to get done. We've got a few shirts that's going to be coming out here pretty soon. And so hopefully one of these days we can come up to the event and we'll have our stuff and have our videos from some of our investigations or some of the shows that I've had and all the guests we've had on too. So it'd definitely be fun.
It sure would.
Absolutely.
Hey, everybody. Have a great night. I got to fly.
All right.
Good night, Christina. Love you.
Bye-bye.
And I'm going to be right behind her, Sean.
All righty. Well, like I said, the event's coming up July 20th with Christina Bloom and Jamie Lynn Keller and Sam Baltrus as well. And Kat Armstrong from Paranormal Exposure. So there's going to be a lot of people there that night. So definitely go. It's definitely worth it.
Absolutely. You'll even get to meet part of We Are Paranormal. They're going to be there. Larry Eisler from Expedition Entity, the past Expedition Entity. He'll be there. Spire, they'll be there. Just a lot of really cool people in regards to the paranormal aspect of it, And then you're talking all the metaphysical during the day,
right?
So it's going to be pretty crazy. It's going to be amazing. Like she said, 45, 50 vendors as of right now.
Sounds good
So
to
you
me.
thought it was busy on Saturday. It's going to be like twice as busy,
Like I said,
in July.
I'm going to have to round up some of my teammates and a few other people. We're definitely going to make an appearance.
Absolutely. All righty. Well, I'm going to sign off here, Sean, unless you want to close us out.
Yes, ma'am. Like I said, Jamie Lynn Keller with what's going on with the event at Broadhead Manor, July 20th. Please share out this to everybody that you can, and let's get this out there and make this a big event for Broadhead Manor and Miss Christina Bloom and Jamie Lynn Keller and Kat Armstrong and the teams, and
Thank you.
make a heck of a weekend of it, guys. So we will see you. Actually, let me find out here what's going on here. This Sunday, I will have Outer Realm Paranormal back on again. So I will see you guys on Sunday.
Bye.
Have a good one, everybody. Bye.